Archangel Michael is standing before you now, his eyes filled with a sorrow deeper than the oceans, a grief so piercing it shakes the heavens. He is crying loudly because you have ignored his voice, because you have turned away from the divine light that has been shining directly upon your path. God says this is no joke, no mere warning. This is a final plea, a last chance for your soul. You will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this message. Your heart will ache with a regret so bitter that no earthly comfort can soothe it. Time is slipping through your fingers like sand, and the hourglass is nearly empty. God is serious because you have kept ignoring him. The loving calls, the gentle whispers in the night, the signs placed right before your eyes, all have been passed over, like the wind passing through empty branches. But this is different. This is the moment when God is no longer patient. He is tired of trying to contact you. The mercy that has been extended to you, countless times, is now wearing thin. This is a crossroads, a divine threshold, and the choice you make now will echo for eternity. You have only 10 seconds to make a decision. Will you open your heart and receive this message? Will you allow the truth to flood your spirit and bring healing? Or will you close your eyes, turn away once more, and seal your fate in sorrow and isolation? The choice is yours, but the consequences are eternal. Listen closely now, because God is speaking directly to your soul. You have been given gifts, blessings wrapped in disguise. Opportunities that could change your destiny lie before you, waiting for your acceptance. But these blessings will not remain forever. Doors are closing. Windows of favor are shutting. If you delay, you will find yourself alone in a wilderness of despair. Archangel Michael warns you, the pain you try to avoid now will be multiplied 1,000-fold if you skip this moment. The tears you refuse to shed today will become rivers of regret. The silence you cling to will become a deafening echo in the chambers of your heart. God's love for you is boundless, but even the greatest love has limits when met with stubborn rejection. The heavens have watched your struggle, your hesitation, your doubts. They have sent messengers, signs, miracles, and yet you remain silent. This cannot continue. This is the final call. You were created for greatness. You were formed with a purpose so vast and beautiful that it stretches beyond the stars. Yet you have allowed fear, pride, and doubt to hold you captive. It is time to break free. Right now, feel the presence of Archangel Michael surrounding you with a fierce and tender embrace. He stands as your protector, your warrior, your guide through the storms. But even he cannot fight this battle for you if you refuse to join him. The darkness you see closing in is not just around you, it is within you. The doubts, the fears, the chains that bind your spirit, they must be broken today. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but now. God says, I have been trying to reach you with every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of your life. My patience has limits. You have 10 seconds. 10 seconds to say yes to salvation, yes to healing, yes to the divine love that waits to pour over you like a healing river. Close your eyes if you must, but do not turn away. Listen with your heart, because the words you are about to hear carry the weight of eternity. They carry the promise of freedom, but also the warning of loss. There is a battle raging, not just around you, but inside you. The enemy of your soul wants you to give up, to sink into despair, to walk away from this light. But Archangel Michael stands as a shield between you and the darkness. He is calling your name. Can you hear him? His voice is like thunder wrapped in a whisper, gentle yet unstoppable. This is your moment of truth. If you choose to skip, you will never hear this voice again. God will turn away. The door of mercy will close. You will cry for the rest of your life, mourning what could have been but never was. But if you choose to open your heart, to receive this message fully, a miracle will unfold. The chains will fall. The darkness will recede. The tears you shed will be tears of joy, cleansing your soul and opening a path to a new beginning. Do not delay. The seconds are slipping away now. This message is your lifeline. Grasp it. Hold on with all your strength. God's love will carry you through every storm. Archangel Michael will fight your battles. The angels will sing your name. But you must say yes. The heavens are watching. Your future is waiting. Do not make the mistake that will haunt you forever. 10 seconds remain. Make your choice. God speaks softly but firmly, the voice within your heart, and Archangel Michael stands by, his sword drawn, the flame of truth burning bright. You have always had the freedom to choose your path, but today, the moment weighs heavier than ever before. This message comes not to frighten, but to awaken. The silence you've embraced has been deafening to heaven. The calls you've ignored have echoed endlessly. You stand at the edge of a divine crossroads, and the choice you make in these next seconds will echo throughout your entire life. You only have 10 seconds to decide if you will open your heart and receive this message or if you will continue to turn away, blind to the urgent love and warning sent to you. Know that the consequences are real. The tears that Archangel Michael speaks of are not just his but the tears of the divine itself, tears that fall from the heavens because you have not yet answered the call. God says that he is very serious because you keep ignoring the signs, the nudges, the moments when your soul tried to reach out. The fatigue you see in this message is not anger but deep, divine sadness, sadness for a child of the universe who has lost their way in the noise and distractions of the world. If you skip this message, God warns you, he will never speak to you again in this way. The line of communication, open now, will close. The light that is trying to guide you will be turned off, not to punish but because your free will has chosen to walk away. This is the final call. But if you listen, truly listen, your life will change. The tears you shed will not be tears of sorrow but tears of relief, of healing, of rebirth. Archangel Michael promises that those who open their hearts now will be led to a path of protection, of divine intervention, and of miracles that seem impossible to the human mind. The next moments are yours. Choose wisely. From the beginning of time, the universe has spoken to humanity in whispers, signs, and miracles. God's language is love, and that love has never abandoned you. Yet, how many times have you walked past the door of your own salvation without knocking, without pausing? How many times have you pushed away the gentle hand stretched out toward you, afraid to see the truth or to embrace the change? Archangel Michael stands as the divine warrior, the protector of your soul. His presence is not to intimidate but to shield you from the darkness that threatens to engulf those who refuse the light. He reminds you that ignoring this message will bring a sorrow so deep that you will cry for the rest of your life, not because of external pain but because of the lost opportunity to be embraced by divine grace. You may ask, why is this message so urgent? Why the threat of eternal silence? It is because time is running out on the old you, the person who chose fear, doubt, and neglect over faith, hope, and trust. God's patience has limits, but His love does not. This is your final chance to step into the divine embrace before the door closes. Feel the weight of this moment. The tears you may cry now are nothing compared to the tears you will cry if you close your eyes again and miss the miracles prepared for you. There is a light within you waiting to be ignited, a fire that will burn away the chains of despair and loneliness. Archangel Michael calls to you with the sound of 1,000 trumpets. The heavens are watching. Your angels are praying. The earth beneath you trembles with anticipation. But you, standing in your doubt, have the power to accept or refuse this gift. Your choice shapes your destiny. Know this, the moment you accept, the entire cosmos will shift to support you. Doors will open, blessings will pour in, and the impossible will become possible. But if you turn away, you walk alone into a shadow that will follow you endlessly. I know you have doubts. You think, what if this is just another message, another voice? But listen closely, this is not ordinary. This is the voice of the divine breaking through the noise. Archangel Michael, who fights for the lost and protects the faithful, stands beside you now, crying because he has fought for you so long. God says He is tired of trying to contact you because He sees the pain you carry silently and the walls you've built around your heart. But the walls will not hold forever. This message is the hammer, the force that will either break down those walls or force you to live without the light behind them. If you skip, the silence will be permanent. The blessing of direct connection to God, which is rare and precious, will fade from your life. You will wander in darkness, searching for answers in all the wrong places. But if you listen, you will find peace beyond understanding. Your tears will be wiped away by the hand of God Himself, and Archangel Michael will stand as your eternal guardian. The decision is yours. In these 10 seconds, let your soul speak. Will you open your heart or turn away forever? Archangel Michael's voice shakes the heavens as he calls out to you with an urgency that cannot be ignored. You will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this message, he says with a heavy heart. God is very serious because you keep ignoring me. I am tired, so very tired, of trying to reach your heart, of sending signs, of whispering through the winds, of lighting the path, only to be met with silence. If you choose to skip this now, I promise you, I will never speak to you again. You have only 10 seconds to make the decision that will alter your entire existence. The clock is ticking, and every second you hesitate is a second lost forever. This is no ordinary message. This is a divine emergency, an alarm from the depths of heaven, a final call before the gates close and the silence becomes eternal. God's love for you has never wavered, but your stubbornness, your refusal to listen, has exhausted even the patience of the Creator. You stand at a crossroads where one choice will lead to unimaginable blessings, the other to deep sorrow that will shadow your soul for a lifetime. Do not let pride, fear, or distraction blind you now. The weight of this moment is crushing, yet it is filled with grace for those who dare to open their hearts. God says, I have been waiting for you through lifetimes, through tears you have cried in the dark, through prayers whispered in hopelessness. Yet, here you are, turning away from the light, as if you are too busy, too distracted, too burdened to hear my voice. But I ask you, what is more important than your soul? What is more precious than the chance to walk with me, to be wrapped in my protection, my mercy, my endless love? The choices you make in these next moments will echo through eternity. You can no longer afford to delay, to push away the divine hand stretched out toward you. The angels weep for you. Archangel Michael himself cries out in anguish, tears falling like fire upon the earth, begging you to listen. This is not a joke. This is not a test. This is your life. You may not feel ready. You may feel broken, confused, lost beyond repair. But know this, God's light penetrates every shadow. His mercy overflows to cover every mistake you have made. Even now, as the clock winds down, a miracle waits to be born inside your heart, a miracle of healing, of hope, of transformation. You only have to say yes. You only have to open your soul to receive it. Time is slipping away. The seconds burn like sand through the hourglass, and with every grain that falls, your chance dims. But even now, there is still a breath of hope if you reach out. God says, "Come to me as you are." Do not wait to be perfect. I do not ask for perfection, only your willingness to listen, your courage to surrender. Your life has been a battlefield of doubts and fears, of moments when you felt abandoned and alone. But I have never left you. My angels have surrounded you. My love has held you when you thought you would fall. And now, the greatest battle begins, the battle for your soul's awakening. Do not close this message. Do not look away. Do not allow the enemy to steal this divine opportunity. The enemy rejoices when you ignore my call. The enemy thrives in your silence. But today, you can break free. Today, you can choose life. Today, you can hear the voice of Archangel Michael as he stands beside you, sword raised, ready to defend you against all darkness. Can you hear the thunder of his wings? The fierce glow of his heavenly armor? He is not just a messenger. He is a warrior sent by God to protect you, to fight for you, to plead with you. His tears are a testament to the love that burns in heaven for you, a love so intense it shatters the barriers of time and space. And still, you hesitate. This hesitation is a doorway to regret. This hesitation is the weight of sorrow yet to come. For if you choose to skip now, the pain that will fill your heart will not be temporary. It will be a wound that never fully heals. A silence that no prayer can break. I know you are afraid. I know the past has wounded you deeply. But the future is not yet written. The past is not your prison. The mercy of God is wider than the oceans, deeper than the highest mountains. You can be redeemed. You can be healed. You can be made new. But the choice is yours. Do not let these words fall on deaf ears. Do not let this moment slip away as if it were just another day. This is the moment where heaven meets earth. This is the moment where your spirit can be reborn. The angels are watching. The saints are praying. Archangel Michael is waiting for your response. 10 seconds. That is all you have. I beg you, do not waste this chance. You will never get another like it. If you open your heart now, a flood of divine light will wash over you. Chains will break. Darkness will flee. Peace will settle in your soul like a gentle river flowing through dry land. Your tears will turn to joy. Your fears will dissolve into courage. But if you close your heart, if you turn away, the door will close forever. The voice you hear now will become silent. The arms that long to hold you will withdraw. You will be left to walk your path alone, weighed down by sorrow and regret. Archangel Michael weeps for you. God is serious. This is your final warning. Do you choose to listen? Do you choose to open? Do you choose life? Say yes. Say yes now. God's voice is not gentle today. It is fire. It is a roaring flood, breaking the dam of your heart. This is not a message you can ignore. Archangel Michael stands by, his sword drawn, his eyes filled with tears and urgency, commanding your attention with a voice that shakes the heavens and earth. You have been ignoring this call for too long. Every time I send a whisper in your heart, a sign in your day, a dream in your night, you look away. You skip the sacred message. You press, next, later, I'll do it tomorrow. But I say to you now, no more delay, no more distraction, no more ignoring the voice that speaks to save your soul. You only have 10 seconds. 10 seconds to make a decision that will echo through your eternity. If you skip this message now, I swear to you, you will cry for the rest of your life. The tears will fall not just from your eyes but from the depths of your spirit. The regret will burn in your bones like a fire you cannot extinguish. You will ask for a second chance, a third, 1,000 more, and none will come. I am serious because I love you beyond what you can imagine. I am tired. I am weary of trying to reach you through the noise of this world, through your fears, your doubts, your distractions. I am tired of your resistance. But I will not stop until the last breath leaves my lips. Until the last spark of hope remains alive in your soul. Do you hear Archangel Michael's cry? It is not a wail of sorrow, it is a battle cry, a call to rise from the ashes of your neglect. He stands ready to protect you, to shield you from the storm that approaches. But you must listen. You must open your heart now. There is a darkness waiting to swallow those who turn away. A shadow that creeps closer every second you delay. This is not fear-mongering. This is truth. This is divine reality. You were created for a purpose, a light in this world, but that light can be snuffed out if you keep turning away. Your destiny, your joy, your peace, all hang in the balance of this moment. I have spoken through prophets, through angels, through the still, small voice inside you. You have heard, yet you choose to ignore. Ask yourself, why do you run from love? Why do you turn your back on the voice that longs to bless you, heal you, set you free? You say you are afraid. Afraid of change, afraid of the unknown, afraid of the cost. But what if I told you the greatest cost is in staying silent, in skipping the call, in missing the miracle that stands at your doorstep? You were not made for fear. You were born to walk boldly in the light, to claim the inheritance that I have prepared for you from the beginning of time. Listen now to Archangel Michael. He says to you, this is your moment. Do not waste it. The enemy prowls, seeking to devour. But I stand with the sword of truth and the shield of faith. Choose me, and I will never leave you. Refuse, and you will face the anguish alone. The choice is yours. 10 seconds. Ticking away. Don't let your story end in tears of regret. Rise. Open your heart. Answer this call. I love you. God says, today is a day of awakening unlike any other. On this 18th of July, the heavens are aligned, the spiritual realms are vibrating with urgency, and Archangel Michael, the great protector and warrior of the light, has sounded a serious alert for your life. This alert is not to be ignored, because it comes from a place deeper than words, a place where destinies shift and unseen forces intervene. Last night, long after the world around you had slipped into silence and sleep, a mysterious visitor came to your door. She did not knock, she did not speak, and she did not announce her presence in any way that you could hear or see in the normal waking senses. Yet, she was there. Her presence was heavy, filled with a silent message. She came with purpose, and though she left without a trace visible to the eye, she left something behind, a spiritual sign, a token, a mark, something that will affect you more deeply than you realize. Archangel Michael stood at the threshold with his flaming sword drawn, guarding the portal between your world and the spirit realm. His eyes blazed with holy fire, knowing the weight of this visitor's coming. This was not a random encounter. This was divine intervention. Something ancient, something sacred, something that you must now understand and embrace if you wish to move forward with protection and grace. This visitor who came to your door is a messenger from the hidden realms. She carries no words, because her message transcends language. Her silence is louder than thunder. The fact that she left something behind means that she has entrusted you with a task, a revelation, a secret that will unlock doors in your life or close others forever. God says, this message is meant only for you. This is not a coincidence, and it is not by chance that you have found these words at this moment. Archangel Michael, the mighty protector and messenger of the Most High, speaks to your heart with urgency and sorrow. He warns you now, you will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this message. Yes, those words are heavy, but they are spoken with love and deep concern for your soul. God is very serious because you keep ignoring the signs, the whispers, and the gentle nudges He has sent you through dreams, through moments of clarity, and through people who care about you. He is tired of trying to contact you. If you skip this, if you turn away now, God will never talk to you again. You only have 10 seconds to make a decision. You might wonder, why such severity? Why this ultimatum? It is because God loves you beyond measure. He sees the path you are on, and He knows the pain, the loss, and the destruction that await you if you continue down the road of neglect and doubt. He has tried to reach you quietly, but now the time for quiet is over. The emergency bell is ringing. The skies themselves cry out for you to listen, to wake up, to change. Take a deep breath now, and know this: God will be with you. Nothing will go wrong with you if you trust Him. You are safe in His hands. But trust is not just a word, it is a sacred act of surrender, a choice to let go of control and lean into the divine love that never fails. You have been through so much. The burdens on your shoulders feel heavy. The nights when tears stained your pillow, the moments of fear and loneliness, the times you felt abandoned, God has been there every step, holding you when you could not hold yourself. He never left, even when you doubted His presence. This message is His embrace, His promise that the dawn is coming, even if it feels dark now. Archangel Michael is standing beside you, sword drawn, ready to fight off the darkness that threatens your spirit. He is the guardian of your soul, the warrior who defends you against every attack from fear, despair, and deception. When you feel weak, remember Michael's strength is with you. When the enemy tries to whisper lies in your ear, remember the voice of truth that comes from heaven. Do not be fooled by the silence or the delays. Sometimes, God's timing is not ours. Sometimes, He allows storms to pass so we can grow stronger, so we can learn lessons that will prepare us for greater blessings. But know this, every moment you delay turning back to Him, you risk missing the miracle that is ready to unfold. There is a plan for you, a purpose that no one else can fulfill. Your life is not an accident or a random story without meaning. God created you with intention, with love, and with a destiny that only you can walk. When you say yes to Him, that destiny begins to reveal itself. Doors open that were once closed. Light floods the darkest corners of your heart. Peace that surpasses understanding settles deep within your soul. But to receive this blessing, you must act now. The 10 seconds to decide are not meant to pressure you but to remind you that life is fragile and precious. The choices you make in these moments echo into eternity. This is your moment to choose life, to choose hope, to choose God's unending love. Pray with me now, quietly in your heart. God, I hear you. I see your light. I am sorry for the times I turned away. I trust you now. Help me to walk in your truth and your love. Protect me, guide me, and never leave me. Thank you for your mercy and grace. Amen. Feel the warmth of God's presence wrap around you like a blanket on a cold night. You are not alone. You never were. The angels rejoice over you now, celebrating the courage it took to open this message, to listen, to believe. Remember, the road ahead may have challenges, but you are equipped with divine strength. You are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, those who have gone before you and those who walk beside you now, all cheering you on. Nothing can separate you from God's love, not fear, not failure, not the mistakes of your past. Take this message as a fresh start, a new beginning. From this moment forward, choose to seek God daily, to talk with Him, to listen for His voice in the quiet moments. Watch how He moves mountains, how He makes a way when there seems to be no way. Watch how miracles become your reality. Archangel Michael's sword is still raised, ready to fight on your behalf. Call on Him when you feel weak. Ask for His protection and guidance. He will never turn away from a child of God who calls His name. Your faith is your shield. Your hope is your anchor. Your love is your light. Keep these close as you journey forward. God is waiting with open arms. Will you come to Him? The choice is yours, and the time is now. Don't delay. Don't ignore this call. You have 10 seconds to say yes and begin a life of joy, peace, and divine favor. Know this: once you accept, the heavens will open, and blessings will pour down like rain on thirsty soil. You will witness wonders, you will hear angelic songs, and your heart will know a peace no one can take away. You are a beloved child of God. Never forget that. His love for you is eternal and unbreakable. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to believe. Now is the time to receive all that God has prepared for you. Open your heart wide. Open your hands to receive. God is with you, now and forever. Amen. God's voice is not distant, nor silent. It is alive, pulsating in every breath you take, whispering through the winds that surround you, stirring your soul even when you least expect it. But today, this voice grows louder, more insistent, because time is running out. The divine light is piercing the shadows that have held you captive, and Archangel Michael stands by your side, his presence fierce yet tender, ready to protect you but also warning you with a seriousness that cannot be ignored. The message you are about to receive is not an ordinary word, it is a sacred call to awaken your heart and your spirit. Archangel Michael's words cut through the noise of this world. He says, "You will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this message." This is not a threat but a deep sorrow carried in his celestial wings because he loves you more than you can comprehend. You have been ignoring the signs, the gentle nudges, the silent prayers, and the subtle miracles that God has sent your way. Each time you turned away, the pain in the heavens grew heavier. The Creator's heart aches because you remain unaware of what your spirit truly needs. God is very serious because He does not want you to walk a path of darkness and regret. He is patient but not without limit. The mercy that has carried you this far is still here, but the hourglass is nearing its last grains of sand. You only have 10 seconds to make a decision, 10 seconds to turn back to Him, to open your soul, to embrace the light that is ready to flood your life with peace and purpose. There is a sacred promise behind this warning: God will be with you. No matter what storms rage around you, no matter the chaos that threatens your mind, He stands as your fortress. Nothing will go wrong with you if you simply trust Him and pray to Him. Safety is not found in the absence of trouble, but in the presence of God. Your life is protected not by chance, but by divine design. When you surrender your fears and doubts to Him, you invite a power beyond human understanding to guard your steps. You might wonder why such urgency now. Why does the voice of God break through so fiercely? Because there is a divine plan unfolding in your life. Doors are opening and closing in ways you cannot yet see. There are blessings awaiting you, but also dangers that lurk in the shadows of choices made and ignored warnings. The angels cry because they see your potential, your calling, and the immense joy that awaits you if you only listen. They mourn because every moment of hesitation pulls you further from the destiny God has carved just for you. This message is for you alone. No other soul will hear it in quite the same way because God's timing is perfect and personal. You are standing at a crossroads, a sacred junction where the path you choose will shape not only your days but your eternal journey. Heaven urges you to open your heart fully, to feel the weight of this moment, to understand that skipping this message is not an option if you desire peace. Look within yourself right now. What is it that holds you back? Fear? Doubt? The illusion that you are alone? God sees through all these veils. He knows the battles you face, the wounds you carry, the silence you endure. But He also sees the light that flickers inside you, the spark of faith that has never truly been extinguished. That spark is all you need. Ignite it with prayer, with trust, with surrender. Prayer is your lifeline. It is the bridge between your mortal heart and the infinite love of God. When you pray, you open a channel for miracles. You invite Archangel Michael and all the heavenly hosts to descend and fight the battles you cannot fight alone. Prayer is not about perfect words or grand gestures, it is about honest, humble connection. Speak to God as you would to a loving parent, a best friend, a protector. Pour out your fears and your hopes. Ask for guidance, strength, and clarity. Trust is the foundation of all divine relationship. Without trust, the soul remains shackled to doubt and despair. But when you trust God, you surrender control and acknowledge that His wisdom far exceeds yours. Trust means believing that even when you cannot see the way, the path is being prepared beneath your feet. Trust means knowing that God's love will never abandon you, even when the night seems endless. You are safe. This is not a mere reassurance but a divine guarantee. The storms of life will come, but they will not overwhelm you. The enemies of your peace will rise, but they will fall. The trials will test your faith, but they will not break your spirit. God's protection is like a shield of fire around you. Archangel Michael himself stands as a guardian, wielding the sword of truth to cut through deception and darkness. Yet, this safety requires your cooperation. God's grace flows freely, but you must open the door for it to enter. That door is your heart, your willingness to receive and to change. If you continue to ignore these warnings, if you turn away from the light, you risk missing the blessings meant for you. The tears Archangel Michael speaks of are not only sorrow for what might be lost but also for what is prevented, a life of joy, fulfillment, and divine favor. Imagine what it would be like to live without fear, without doubt, without the heavy chains of anxiety. Imagine waking each day knowing that God walks with you, that you are guided by an unbreakable promise, that your future is secure. This is not a dream. It is a reality waiting for you on the other side of this message. The choice is yours. Do not let it slip away. Do not silence the voice that calls you back to love. God's love is unconditional and eternal, but it requires your response. A simple prayer, a moment of silence, a heart turned upward can change everything. You may feel overwhelmed, unsure of how to begin. Start with one word: help. Let that word be your anchor. From there, trust will grow. Your prayers will become a river of light, cleansing your spirit and renewing your strength. Archangel Michael is not just a distant figure, he is a living presence in your life. He fights for you, intercedes on your behalf, and stands ready to lead you through darkness into light. But even he cannot break through unless you open the door. The urgency of this message cannot be overstated. 10 seconds, that is all the time you have right now to choose. 10 seconds to say yes to God's love, yes to safety, yes to the future that He has prepared for you. If you ignore this call, know that you risk a loss deeper than you imagine, the loss of divine connection, the loss of peace, the loss of a destiny written in the stars. But God's mercy is endless. If you choose to listen, if you choose to trust, you will find that no force on earth or in heaven can separate you from His love. You will experience miracles, protection, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not wait for another moment. Do not delay. Your heart knows the truth. You are not alone. God is reaching out to you now, through this message, through Archangel Michael, through the quiet whisper of your soul. Pray now. Trust now. Open your heart now. The tears will fall no longer because you skipped the warning. Instead, they will fall in joy and gratitude for a life forever changed by the grace of God. This is your moment. Choose life. Choose love. Choose God. God says this message is for you and you alone. It is urgent and cannot be ignored or brushed aside. Archangel Michael stands before you now, his voice filled with urgency and pain. He says, "You will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this message." These are not empty words. God is serious because you have been ignoring Him, turning away from the calls, the signs, the whispers that have been guiding you every day. God is tired of trying to reach you. This is the final moment. If you skip this message, God will never speak to you again. You have only 10 seconds to make the decision, to open your heart and listen, or to close the door forever. Know this, beloved, God will be with you through every storm. Nothing will go wrong when you place your trust in Him. You are safe under His wings. All you have to do is trust Him and pray with sincerity and faith. You might wonder why God is so urgent. Why now? Because the hour is late, and darkness threatens to overwhelm your path. There are forces around you that seek to pull you away from your true destiny. You have been wandering in confusion and doubt, not realizing that God's mercy has been patiently waiting for you to turn back. Archangel Michael, the mighty protector, is standing guard over your soul, fighting battles unseen, but he needs your cooperation. Every day, you face moments of choice, to believe or to doubt, to listen or to ignore, to follow the light or be trapped in shadows. For too long, you have ignored the divine calls. You have silenced the whispers of your soul. Now, the time has come for you to wake up. God says your faith is the key. It is the key that unlocks peace, protection, miracles, and blessings. But your faith must be active. It must be alive. Trust God with all your heart, even when the path seems dark. Pray earnestly, call upon His name, and open your soul to receive His guidance. Archangel Michael is the great warrior of light. He has fought for you on spiritual battlefields, overcoming dark forces that sought to harm you. But his strength is also dependent on your willingness to stand with him in faith. When you ignore God's voice, you weaken the spiritual shield around you. The enemy senses hesitation and tries to fill the gaps with fear, confusion, and despair. But you are not alone.